G'day guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Voxel Tycoon. This is episode 3 of our brand new series, I guess you can say again, brand new series in Voxel Tycoon. Episode 3, and we are cracking on. I'm going to be upfront about something actually. This series, and we're not going to overuse it, but you notice there's a little bit of extra infrastructure in there. I have what I've done is given myself added money in here, so I hope you don't absolutely hate that. I plan to only use this at the start of the game. What I've done is I've got, I think it's Sir6, it might have a mod out there, and it gives you £1 million. And so what I've done is I've done that twice at the start of the game. What I might do is every time we get tell you what, I think what we might do is every time we get an upgrade to our headquarters, we might give ourselves an extra bit of cash. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to focus on the gameplay, and I don't want to be sitting there waiting for the money to roll in. And I'm on the Discord even this morning. I saw guys talking about the the fact that you might have to wait a bit here for money to go and the deliveries to start happening and things. So I want to sort of keep it moving, but I don't want to just be smashing out that key and that sort of mode and give myself an extra £1 million. But I want to be able to build and have still good reasoning behind why I'm doing it and when I'm doing it. So I've done a couple of the starts. That'll be it for quite a while now. Everything else is going to be lovely. Of course, this series we are playing with the free terrain mod tool, where you don't have to pay for your terrain all your terrain stuff. So when we could put all this double infrastructure through, I paid for the rails, but I didn't pay to get anything chiseled out, and that's absolutely fantastic. This really helps me to design nicely, and I've gone and cleared a bit of land there as well. This episode 3, we are definitely going to be connecting up and finishing the coal. But we really are building for the future here, aren't we? We've got the coal patch. Ooh, where's the patch? I mean, the coal's there, but yeah, it's given it. Okay, we're going to put a train in, and we're going to deliver the coal up here. And yeah, we're going to put the coal down into this station. I ended up going with 4 platforms. Of course, only one's provisioned at the moment. We're trying to build in for the future here, just like we're doing with the truck stops as well, the transfer stations. We'll also have a nice little look at the mail mechanic. This is the beta, the open beta that we're playing on, so we'll certainly see about that. So guys, jump in, enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you at the train depot in just a sec. Okay, just a reminder, so we have the coal that will be delivered. The train will come in, deliver the coal, and it'll be all very lovely. But what I want to do is I want to have a waypoint here, because I want the train to... Actually, the train will go out this way and head back that way, and he'd be on the wrong side. Ooh, okay, if we've got it facing this way, what we'll probably need to do is change that. So let's get rid of this. Hold the control key just to get a little bit more precise building of those tools, which is nice. And we should be able to do that. There we go. So now the train will cross over to the left side. We'll be driving on the left side of the tracks, and it'll obviously take this right aligned platform, but still swing out and head back out. So it'll load up, then come back out, and it'll be absolutely brilliant. Okay, so let's get ourselves a train. Now, don't forget, we are going to drop off coal, but then we need to get some coal trucks. And we did talk about making some changes to infrastructure, but really I just want to get that coal going there. So let's get some coal trucks going to there. Don't forget, this guy here is sitting on a bankruptcy, 59 days left, so we need to get moving on this. And also we already have a transfer station in there. If you hit the logistics, you can see this transfer station is already set up and ready for him. So rather than him going bankrupt and coal spawning somewhere else where I'll have to put another station in, a transfer station, let's try and support this guy and get him sorted out. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, and this could be connected. Ooh, is this station connected to that? No, it's not. So what I could do is, do I have any? I don't have any conveyor belts because I don't have any research done yet. That's something we really need to get to as well. Interesting. Means I'm going to have to set up myself up another transfer station, but that's okay. Let's see how much we can borrow. We can borrow 1.2 million, so I'm going to borrow the whole lot for the moment. Stay on pause. And we will have to set up another transfer station, but I don't mind that because that is sort of building for the future as well. In fact, if we think of this as a bit of a real industrial side of the lake. Remember we talked about this whole area being residential, but the other side being very industrial, and I like the idea of looking over the lake and seeing the factories. Let's use this space here, this little sort of I guess, what is it, an annex space. We can use that as another little transfer. If we click on here, I just want to see if I click on this one. If I go logistics, no, I wanted to, yeah, if I go here, it should, there we go, logistics. Yeah, what it's doing here is it's blocking all this out. So we were going to always say this is a way in and this is a way out. But remember that that is also a loading, so it's 4 different ones. So let me do, because we could do the same over here as well, and we can probably change this and fix that up a little bit. In fact, let's do so now. So what we'll do is we'll go, you're out, and you need to be almost kind of there. Let's do it all the way in, just get rid of these guys. Yep, and then just see how we can get this rail to be as tight a curve as we need. There you go. That gives us a bit more space. That's nice. Okay, so now we go ahead and put in a transfer station, and it's on the road transfer stations. Okay, we're going with the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, yeah, 4 would be pretty good. That's quite nice actually. That looks quite nice. But I've got to look at the road lining up at the end. So I'm thinking about this road here. So let me do this, and I'm thinking that looks pretty good because I think if I do this, I think I can do something nice. First of all, we'll do this, yeah, and then we'll do this, yeah. And we can use the waypoints for this part. In fact, I'm just going to get rid of that bit, yeah, and that bit, and I'm going to go one more, just in case I need to put a waypoint. You do that bit, yeah. So that'll be a load up there. But just in case I need to put a waypoint in here and say, right, I want them to come around and go into that first, and they'll do the waypoint. They still may... what they still may do, I think what I want to do here is, I don't mind, these are 2-way roads, so I don't mind traffic sort of coming in. Yeah, there's a bit of hearsay there. Well, we could just, we're back and forth on this one. Let's just go with this, but we definitely want to get the coal trucks going now, so please, because that'll let me know how much extra money I've got left. So far it's just the standard coal. He's going to be doing a full collection here. Now it's going to be from the train. Now train to road means I will have to have a warehouse as well. So it's going to be a full load here, and then it's going to be straight across a full unload here. You're going to be called coal to Sutton Coalfield North. Coalfield, yeah. So that's what you're going to be called, and there's going to be 4 of you. Okay, now we can release them and have them sitting there ready to go. That'll be good, as they'll get there when the train gets there roughly. And then we'll come over here and grab the train as well. So I'm going to let the game play because that's it for infrastructuring at the moment. We're only putting 1 train on, so we probably won't even have signals going on to this section. And the train will route correctly because we just did this here. The train will route correctly to the right side. So first of all, there was a choice between... the powered ones. Now I don't want any of these ones here, but because they're part of, I think I want just something fairly vanilla-y, but we have it now. We have a little bit of money. We probably could think of how strong we want this to be. So what we might look at, if this top of the line is £166, 166,000, and I was going to go with the C17 or the Class O. And this is about 70,000 or 90,000 or 170. Now, if you have a look there, the speed is 60, 70, and over here 80 or 85, and 890 kilowatts of power. So I'm tempted to get this sort of middle of the road one, although this guy's 80 kilometers an hour. But he's a bit, I like this guy because he's a bit bigger. So I'm tempted just to grab the MIDI 4001. But it is overkill, but we're probably not going to have steam trains for too long, hopefully. Let me put in cargo here and just see what's unpowered. Yep, cargo, and we've got these ones that carry 7, which is nice. So let's get these at 10,500. Let's go 1, 2, oh, we've got quite a few there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Nice and coloured. Okay, they're all 7. Let me just grab 8, 9, 10. Duplicate those guys. Yep, there we go. That's pretty good. And shall we? Yeah, I don't mind them sort of doubling up. So that's pretty good. That's quite a bit there. 247,000. Spending the money, but let's do it properly. Okay, so he's now going to be adding a stop, so he'll be going from here doing a full load. Now at the moment he's only loading directly out of the mine, but there's 58 there, so we probably need to get ourselves, but I don't want to be spending money too much, especially after starting the episode with you know, what we talked about with the little bit of extra money. Unloading, because we definitely won't be going back to that. Let's call this guy the Coal Train. I just like him to be Coal Train. Coal Train, in fact, let's go Coal Train 1. Yeah, I don't mind that. Coal Train 1. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I think it's good. Okay, and he's going to be going, in fact, that sounds pretty good. Wow, that sounds great. Let's have a look at him. There you go, and he's out. And he's already doing he's going pretty quickly. Let's leave him open. 57 pulling into the station. He'll start to fill up. I will just grab the extra. In fact, no, I will go into warehouses, and we'll look at just level 1 warehouses. Now you've got old brick, you've got standard, and then you've got this one. Now what can you hold? Let's see. Oop. Warehouses. So if you go here, 0.5, 0.5, they're all 0.5 at the moment because of the speed, but how much can you hold? Large warehouse, old brick warehouse. I'm tempted just to go large brick. Old brick, actually. Old brick, sorry. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that because he looks great as well. He really does look good. And he, you know, he can be here, which is nice. We could put 2 of them next to each other as well. And in fact, I think I could put it there and it'll be fine. Yeah, let's put him there. Cool. Okay, so he'll fill up as well, which is great. It just means that the train, every time the train gets there, he should be ready to load up. These guys look quite small at the moment, but once we make those a little bit bigger, then the train will be quite a lot longer. And at the moment, this, you know, we take 250 meters on the stations, and at the moment, this train over here is what is he? 91 meters. So he is quite small. Okay. Let's go to warehouses and use the same old brick warehouse. I'm hoping the capacity, can we see what the capacity is? Actually, sorry, if I just click off here and just go back to that. Capacity 86. Yeah, we can do something here. We can pause the game and go to warehouses. And his capacity would be 86. 31,000, and this one would be that. So what are you? Let's see what he is. If I go coal, he's 115 and he's 86. Okay, cool. So can I get the refund of the exact amount? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Good. Don't get the station though. Okay, warehouses. So we want old brick. So he's in the middle of it, at least with size, which I kind of don't mind. I think that's kind of cool. Now I could do this here and just use that blank space. It's not bad actually if you just pop him right in there, because kind of everything's covered quite nicely. I don't mind that. Yeah, I like that. I think that's really nice. It's very industrial looking to have that kind of just done like that with the road in the background, little pass-through lane as well, pass-through rails or a siding as we should call them. Right, there's the trucks ready to go, so they'll definitely need a little bit of, you know, so we could get them to, what we could do. No, we leave it. Let's just leave it like this and just have everyone just going around. We don't have enough traffic to really worry about this just yet. Okay, so there we go. Coal is now coaling, and that is going to happen, and then that is going to be amazing. Now, I did talk about passenger rail, which is the next kind of frontier, and what we could do with passenger rail is just get this in between two stations, and just get them going. Now, these timings are not what I wanted. These one-way timings, they shouldn't be facing each other. They should only ever, this one should never do this. They should come in here. We talked about this in episode 2. They should do their 3 stops there, then go into here. So I think he is swinging in. He's going to turn this way. Oh no. So he's doing timing. Of course he's doing timing on the way back, because it's up and back. I think that's okay. I think that's fine. That's going to keep the buses separate from each other. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Okay, that works out nicely. I like these just sort of, I like the fact that the land is now just on 1 or 2 or maybe 3 plateaus, not up and down and left to right. So what I've done with all the conurbations, including this one here, I've built up even a bit of a seawall so they can be up against kind of this bit. But I do like that they're not going to go up into the hills. I think that's kind of good. I mean, this is as far as I want them to go. So I don't know how I'm going to stop it from doing that. I'll probably have a little boundary sign going on in here, but I don't want them to go up any further. In fact, should we do it? Could do that right away. Yeah, let's do the terraforming, flatten, and let's see if we can just flatten these guys. And then if I can go into my decorations, and if we open up the decorations, ooh, okay. Now, should we search? Can I do boundary? Oh god, look at these decorations, they're lovely. Do we do signs? Road decorations. Zebra crossings. I want this to be boundaries. Other. There's lots of things here. Trailers, cars. Man, there's heaps there. Just see if I can get the end of the town going. Road decorations. I'm sure it was. Fences. Well, we don't need fences just yet. Bush. God, they've really got everything in here. Industrial buildings. Can I get off that and go back into decorations? That's everything. Okay, well let's just scroll down now and see if we can just find the this bit, and hopefully I can search on this and know what to search on. So we'll just find in for now. We'll do a little manual find. Make sure we don't skip it. A little truck there. Concrete cube. We want the end. Don't get distracted. Wanted to put the tank in. Wants to put the tank in. I love the idea of the tank sitting over there at the other side. Let's see how big those tanks are actually. Metal fence. Oh man. Metal road, red suspension bridge. Okay, that will be amazing if we can do a suspension bridge, but that is digressing. This is grim actually. Blue fence. The other side of the suspension bridge, which is not bad. Always good to have 2 ends of the suspension bridge. Ooh, 3D fence, telephone box, city border sign. Okay, good. I'm just going to try this city border sign. So if I go to decorations and I go, oh, see, here we go. The tanks, they're pretty good. Is this tank the same as this one? He is, yeah. So if I go here and I go city, there he is. Brilliant. Okay, good. And now we spin this around, and what we want to do is say city on that side and then no city on the other side. Yeah. So it's city on one side and not the city on the other. I think we always struggle with this, but city this side, and no city on that side. If you can see it, yeah, he's got the line through the city over there. Okay, good. I think that's how it goes, and hopefully they won't go any further than that. And if that works, we'll still plateau this off a little bit. But what I was saying, I like how it's just on, you know, 1 or 2 plateaus, and I think I've done that with all of the 4 conurbations. And that's what I want to focus on in this series. I want to focus on that, and you know, and just try and make things that look visually appealing, as well as it's quite a big town too. Look visually appealing, but also kind of just make a bit of sense. Look at the big mountains. I love that. I'm always loving the mountains in Voxel Tycoon. I always love that. Now, original plan was to put a bridge, not there, not that lake, over here. Bridge straight across. Now, if we do a bridge here, what we could do is get rid of this road across here completely. Now, we've got the bus timing, I get it, but we can fix that. We can move that. But yeah, if we did a bridge across, we could see. So where's the best place to have a bridge? Shall we just try and pause and have a look? Oh no, we want to get some research going actually. Let's get the research stations going. I think that's really important that we get those guys going. So let's bring up this, and we've got the labs. Okay, just one lab here. Now, the labs at the moment, let's think about this in a Voxel Tycoon way. So we definitely want them out here, don't we? But I'm thinking that, you know, dairy products they're not going to want to pick up, but they will get coal and they will get iron ore. So we have the ability here to put a research station and just have them come across and do them and have them somewhere else. So I could just make the research station here and put a separate you know, a separate sort of system, or I could actually put him here and look, he touches both of those. That's not bad. Now, if I do that, I could put quite a few in there, because look, you've got the ability. I'm looking at what touches here and here. By the way, the coal's delivered. I'm looking at what touches this one and this one. Berkhamsted. So that, if I put him here, he does. So you could put one, and then you could put another one, and then possibly a third one or fourth one there. So you could almost put 4 of them. So let's put him right against this. Yeah, let's put him there. That's brilliant. And I'm just going to have him on 1. He's, in fact, closed both of those and reopen it. Start the research. Let's get the first research going. So it is going to be manufacturing, so we can get some of these guys going. Yeah, I think I should get a second one. Yeah. Now, are we ever going to put 3 across here? Are we ever going to do 3? 3 would fit. They go right next to each other, so if that was the case, I would then be 1, 2, 3, 5 voxels. So if I look at the little things, I would be 1, 2, I'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5 plus a bit, so I don't think it's going to work. I think we'd only ever have a couple, so let's give him a little bit of room and just make it neat. I think so. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, good. So I'm now going to go here and just bring up both of them. And this one, top one, is doing manufacturing, 45. Now this will rip through the money, but if we get them both working on manufacturing, that'll just get that done twice as fast. We're on speed 1. Let's see the coal get dropped off. So the coal drops off. The train is about to drop off the coal. And if you have a look here, we've already got 50. It is a long way for them to come, isn't it? It is. It's pretty soon that we're going to be moving goods all the way around here, because look at this. These trucks are just going too far. So this is very early game. So if I have my bridge across here and divert all the road traffic this way, including the buses, that puts this whole avenue here. Right, you can do this here. That we could do a bridge, but it basically means that the rail, this can be a rail corridor all the way through to there, and that would work really well because there's not much for the trucks to go, the car traffic to go out their way and across the bridge. In fact, if we put it here, it'd almost be an extension of that. You could almost go right, extension of this one straight across. That could work really nicely. If we did that, it means that it frees up this corridor for rail, and we could then put the passenger rail in. And last episode I did talk about the passenger rail being the trains that could be not with an engine unit on the front. So if we have a look at them, we go to buy and I go for passengers, we'd be looking at powered ones, and it'd be these guys, not with an engine on the front. They hold 26 each and they're quite cool. So that would be really good. And then we could build the stations with, you know, with growth in mind. So I think what we'll do is, now that we've got some research going, we'll start to look at whether or not a bridge can go over water. If it can't, then we'll put pylons on. But let's think about this. So let's think about firstly this. So what we want with the bridge, we would definitely want this approach here, because I like a bit of land for approaching, and so that will come straight into here. Yeah, so if I do this guy, he'd come into there. So that would work quite nicely. So this is actually perfect, and this will come down here. It's going to have to drop down too, but I'm thinking what we might do is just level this land off here completely. So let's go with terraforming and bring this guy down and sort of level him like this. Careful I don't go into the water, and just level that out like that. And that could be quite nice, because now he's got an approach of the same distance on either side. But I think we might... Where's the road? The road will come along here. So I think what we'll probably want to do is just do a few little bits of extras, and then just have him come across. And then this guy here, same, still a few bits of extras, and then this guy can come in, chip in there, you can go to there, and then you can come up to here. I'm trying to make him sort of a bit more natural. Okay, let's now put the road in, and it's going to be here to occupied by vehicle. Thank you very much. There you go. So if we put him in here, and then we put this guy in here, and then he gets down to grade. We definitely want him coming down to grade, so that'd be good. Okay, so we do that, and then we line this guy up, and then we say, okay, right, let's get ourselves a bit of distance. Now, can I get a bridge? And how is the bridge going to look? So if I do that, and I go bridge, you can put a bridge across water by the look of it. Now, the bridge building there is 3. Let me try... I've got different bridges here, but let me just try... We don't need it to be 3. Let me go down to 1, and then that's... Oh, you could just do the bridge like that, with nothing going underneath it. If we bring him up, and put something a bit nice. So if I go wide arch bridge... That's to bring the cars underneath. Let's go up to 2 so we can see him. Yep. And that's the wide arch bridge. And if I go an arch bridge, so it's arch bridge, arc bridge, and then the wide arch bridge. Brick is going to be... Ooh, these are kind of... It's kind of nice. What's this? Oh no, that's lovely. I love that. And that would be really, really nice if we put him in there. So I wonder if maybe we need to go... So if I did, say, 1 out, and then I went across, and I'm trying to get him to be 1 out, that is kind of nice. And also not too high, just the right amount. See how I've tried to build him in a bit? Now, I could put him like that and make him a bit smaller, but I don't think he's wide enough for that to be the case, and I can't get rid of this land here. I mean, I could put it across a bigger spot, but I like the idea of it lining up there, so I think this is the best spot for him. But maybe we do him here, so he's in a little bit. And what does he look like from the other side? At least he's kind of across a bit. It was there that we were going to do it, isn't it? Let's just try that. We could delete that. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think that's kind of good. So it's not too even. Oh, is he on the right? Is he on the right approach? He is. How much did he cost? I don't think he cost that much. But the only thing is, I just wonder, is that too steep? So what about if we did... let me just try this. Okay, let's get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be right. Refund 15,000. Geez, it wasn't very expensive, was it? Okay, that's good. Yep. Actually, no, cancel that. What about if we just... Actually, yeah, that is... We can't actually change this now. Let's do this again. So if I go here to here, and I go bridge, and he's 3 there. Well, if we drop him to 2, there's 4. But he's still going to be steep, isn't it? It's still going to be steep. Look at that. It doesn't matter how it is. It's still going to be that sort of grade. So what about if I bring him to kind of 1? 1 would go like that. Is he changing color as he goes up? No, he isn't. But that is high. That's 3. Let's bring him down to 2. Okay, so we're thinking here to here would be a height of 2. Yeah, that is going to be how it is. Okay, let's just see if he costs 15,000 to get rid of. Yeah, 16,000. Okay, good. So that is actually not that bad. And it's still steep, but it looks quite alright. It does look good. It looks very good, actually. Looks very good. And we can do the bus timing over here as well, which could be nice. Yeah, let's do the bus timing here. So we'll move the bus timing. If I go, let's just build it first. So let's build him here. And we want to time a few buses. But I don't want it to interrupt with what we might do over here, which is a tunnel or a bridge or something. So let's make it like this. Let's just do that amount and then to there. Yep. Okay. And now what I want to do is put on a transfer station, and it's going to be a waypoint. And I'm going to put him in the middle this time because of what we just discovered earlier. I think that's about the middle. Good, good, good. Right, and let me turn off alt mode. Let's go to, what are we doing? Yeah, we're going to do this. Okay, let's go to here, bus timing. So what I want to do is I want to bring up, there's the bus. I'm going to bring up the bus line. I mean, I could do it the other way, but I like to find a bus. Can I find a bus? Yeah, those buses should be, if they're not there, they should be there. Okay, let's do it the other way, the official way. Let's go fleet managing, and we want to go routes, and it's going to be the bus line. Yeah, good. Okay, and I want to call this bus timing, so let's get rid of some stuff. So I want to get rid of all this. Bus timing is gone. That means that this has gone grey, which is lovely. I'll get rid of this one and then use the shift key to get rid of that. Brilliant. Then what we want to do is add in bus timing. Rename this one to be called bus timing. And it's in the same part of the sequence, really. It's you know, if you look at last episode when we did bus timing, we did 3. So we did 3 stops, 1, 2, and 3. Bus timing, then 4, and it's grayed out here, but the new one is there. So what we can actually do, here's a little tip as well in Voxel Tycoon. We can actually go edit, and trying to get this one, we can say, right, do you want to find replace where it's going to be, and it is going to be this one. And now that's there. So here we go. We can go bus stop. Sorry, we can go. So we want to save that and then go bus stop 1, then 2, and then 3, then timing, then 4. Now I think we need, yeah, so it'll be 4, 5, 6. And I think when we do that, we'll have another, what we'll do actually, because we don't need this road anymore. So we're going to do this. 4 is there. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go goodbye. And I'm then going to go goodbye. And can I then do terraforming, flatten, do this. Yeah. And then do my road. And hopefully that means that they'll go with the bus timing. Yep. Now that's like that, but we'll just do this so these guys can head back the other way. In fact, no, they should find their way the other way anyway. That should be good. So now it is 1, 2, 3 timing, then 4. Yep, this way. Then 5, and then 6. And then he goes off to 7, which is over there at the other conurbation up top. Yep, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 there. that is pretty good. We've got a lovely new bridge here. I like the bridge, not too big, not too small. Someone's already using it already, which is great. And that means we can get rid of some roads. Let's unpause the game. That wasn't too expensive. And yeah, this is good. This is good. What about if we put a third laboratory in? We could put a third laboratory in. It's going to be 3 times as much money. We could probably never afford to have them all running, but it's not too bad. This coal here is now unloading, but of course that is a long way for those guys to go, although it is shorter now because they've only got to go to here, then across the bridge. It's a shortcut because they are skipping all this, so it's a bit of a shortcut. I'm going to go speed 3, wait till these guys get off that road, and once they're off that road they shouldn't go back on, so this will be the last one. And we can then go, yeah, there we go. Cool. And now that no one's on that road, we can now grab the bulldoze tool and just do this and then hold the shift key and delete the whole thing like that. And that frees us up here for this, which is nice. Okay, that's good. Now, I want to see if I can get a bridge here, a road bridge, but he's already up one. So I want to see if I can get clever here. I want to see if I can get this rail. I'm trying to get a rail line under here. So let me do this and this, and we can change the approach. That's no problem. Let me also change this. Yep. Bring him back a bit. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, let's also now grab the leveling tool and just level him off to say that point. Maybe one more. Another voxel off. Yep, brilliant. Okay, so now what we want to do is go, okay, road, and I want him to go up for a bridge. And we've got to see if we can get a nice kind of, if I go bridge, yeah, that's going to do, ooh, that's going to do this sort of bridge. Now, that's the bridge that we just have, but we probably need a wide arch bridge. So I want this, yeah, and I don't need it to be very high, but I need to get a train underneath, so it might have to be a little bit high. So we've got him on 4 at the moment. He's going to try and get to level 4. He's going to try and get to level 5 before he levels out. That's way too big, so we go down to 3. That's probably good for bringing a train underneath. I'm hoping that's going to be perfect. Shall we do it and just have a look at the trains and just see if that would work? It's not bad. If I do him like that, yeah, but if I can bring him down to 2, is that going to be enough for a train to go underneath? We've paused the game so we could have a look at it. So we could do, just looking at where the pylons are here. So if I go like this, if I do 1, 2, where are the gaps? Let's do 1 and then go across. They're wide arches like that. That allows me to have 2 trains going in with passenger trains as well, but we definitely need 3. So let's do this and go again. We're on pause, so everything's refunded, and we go across. And if I go bridge, should remember what we were on. 4, we want 3. And that's kind of good. Now I'm going to do him 1 out like that. Am I? Or should I do that? He levels out here, which is good. Let's do him 1 out. We've got a bit of space. And then we want the arches. So the arches are 1 and 2 with a single pylon, so it'll be there. Right, and he levels out like this. And then we would do that. And we do that. And now, I've got to see if you can get a train underneath. Let me have a look at it. I've unpaused the game anyway, which is great. I've put the rails here. If I do rails, I should be able to see if I can get 2 lots of rails underneath this. And I can. And I love that. And I'm hoping that the trains can fit under there. I think they can. Shall we see where the other train is? Where is he? Yeah, I mean, it is these guys. At least he's coming up here, which is quite steep. I don't like that. But he's only coming down to another level up, and that's why I picked that area. Either way, one end's going to look a bit ridiculous. But I have to be this high because I want to get... I love this wide arch because I can get double the amount of trains underneath. I can get 4 lines under there if I really want to. And that could be good. So we will see about it. Let's see how the bus goes up there. Where's the train? Oh, the train is here. He's never going to unload because he's waiting for our coal men. So if we go skip order, skip the current order, and go speed 3, and let's see the train go here, and pause him. Speed 1, I just want to see the size of the train. Yep, okay, now let's have a look at him. If I go down to ground level, yeah, he's quite good. In fact, I could have made the bloody bridge smaller. Actually, I think I've set the bridge up so it's a default. So I get a refund. I think I get 100% even if I don't pause it. I think I've set up my my refunds as well. But having said that, if that's it there, I don't think I want it any smaller, even if it fits. I mean, for a low poly game, look at the smoke. Look how cool that looks. This is very, very cool. That is excellent smoke on the train. Pause. I've not seen that in any... That's Planet Coaster level. That's really, really good rendering. I like that. Very good. Very nice. Very good. Love this game. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's let these guys go. And we've got ourselves a bit of infrastructure going on. And now we've actually got double tracking, being able to head down this way. For the passengers. Now, of course, we'll need to look at the situation with the bridges here. What we'll probably end up doing is doing the same thing. So we'll probably end up having a road bridge here, but we might do it similar to that, where it's up on a plateau and then it comes down. So we might go up to level 3 on that one, and that'll allow the train to come underneath and then go under there. We might at that point cut this out and not have this here, and just allow the trucks to go the other way. In fact, because that way we just need to see where our train was going to be. Our train was going to be here, I think. And if it was going to be in here, oh yeah, our train station was going to be maybe here, our passenger station, which means we might get rid of this. And if it was here, we've now got this road, but we'll do another bridge there. And if that's the case, we can leave this here. This will be good, and this will come out here, which will be nice. That train line will then make the conurbation grow around, and it'll make it stretch around this way if it wants to grow. It'll make it stretch over here and join up with this, but it won't go into the middle section. And so we might consider the train line that it is going to be out a bit and in the middle a bit, giving it a fair bit of room. But then the train line will swing in here, which will be lovely, and then it'll swing out again. And of course, the conurbation will only get producing on the other side of the train line if we allow the road to be able to go over there, and that's how that should go. I see the idea of putting a lovely rail bridge on the right hand side. As we look at it on the right hand side of this, a nice little rail connection over the top next to the road. I think a rail next to this road is very realistic, especially with the lake there. I think that's a nice replication of what you'd see in the real world. Brilliant. I mean, this is great. Very productive, nice and productive episode 3. We're almost finishing the research. The next research, of course, we'll probably look at doing is signals. No, the next research we would look at doing after that is probably going to be mining. No, not mining. Storage is researching. Well, after we do this one, let's have a look at it. But yeah, we need to basically do truck vehicles. Ooh, SCM truck vehicles could be great. Scaleman's trucks. It's going to be good. We've got lots of other things. Oh yeah, iron smelting, wood processing, manufacturing too. See, yeah, iron smelting is going to be absolutely amazing to get that going, and then wood processing. So we'll get some of these level 2 products so we can really start to get some money in. We have been doing pretty good. Please tell me you're not going to go out of business. 56,000, 15 days left. I don't want him to go out of business. I want him to stay right there. So I'm going to just give him that one, which I don't normally do that, but I've done that anyway. So hopefully he's not too bad. But that's pretty good. Okay, guys, episode 3 has been productive. Don't forget to leave your comments. If you also like and subscribe to Stitch Up as a channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the very next episode of Voxel Tycoon. This is our beta series. Cheers.